Oh yeah! Cream of the crop! Devil Dog Gaming! Step into it! You alien skin! How dare you destroy the world! But I'm gonna find you with my ultimate weapon and I'm gonna kill you! Hoorah! Let's kill them aliens! What's the worst you can... Oh crap! Ooh, I ain't got no backup! This is bull crap! This is bullcrap! Hoorah! I'm out of here!
Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with a review. This time I'm reviewing Mothergunship. This was recommended to me by my friend Josh up at the local GameStop, so a big shout out to Josh, but let's go ahead and get into this weird game. It was developed by Grip Digital and Bad Posture Games and published by Grip Digital and was released on July 17th of 2018 for Microsoft Windows, the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One. It is a bullet hell roguelike first-person shooter. It is basically Tower of Guns. In fact, the same people that made Tower of Guns made this, and you can tell the moment you turn it on. It is basically another version of Tower of Guns, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but just keep in mind, with much like Tower of Guns, this is randomly generated as you go through, and it can be kind of a pain in the butt. The overall story consists of, let's just say, the Mothergunship has taken over Earth, and in order to save mankind, you have to fight and kill all these alien menaces, kill epic bosses, get to the Mothergunship, and destroy it to save the day. Now, as you play through this game, you'll notice certain little aspects about it you'll have to pay very close attention to, like your damage per unit of energy. Now, that is the damage caused before you have to recharge with your weapons, because the main draw of this game has to be down to the weapons. You will find parts throughout your adventure, and you can mix and match and build your own weapons. The only thing they actually require you to do is to make sure that you have the gun barrel facing forward. But as long as you do that with like whatever gun barrels you have, you can actually build some big ass monstrosity ass weapons for each of your hands to use. And don't worry, even if you don't have a weapon, you normally can have like bare hands that can punch the enemies as well. But much like a bullet hell shooter, the main thing you have to deal with this is the massive sea of bullets and knowing how to kite the bullets and the blast into your other smaller, weaker enemies as you go around and find. Normally there's a safe spot on these big turrets you can find to destroy them without actually getting, really a lot of damage. Now, as you go through, you'll gain experience points, which are purple diamonds that you find, that you use to level up back in your hideout to upgrade your mech suit, which will raise everything from your speed, your hit points, hazard resistance, your energy cap, and your recharge rate. Now, coins you find will actually be used to buy parts throughout your game. Now, most of the shops you find through each of the randomly generated levels will allow you to buy certain parts to mix and match and build your own weapons and upgrade them, but the best weapons are actually always going to be located back in your smuggler's shop in your main HQ. And if speaking of the smuggler's shop, it definitely has the best weapons, hands down, for all the parts. And with this being a roguelike shooter, you will die a lot. But the only thing you will lose will be your gun parts that you have on you at that specific time. So if you know you're going into a dangerous level that you might have problems with, make sure not to take your favorite gun because you'll lose it. But there is a chance that you can buy it with money back at your smuggler's shop in their lost and found area, which is kind of cool. You'll progress through these levels, and as you do, you'll generally find certain rooms that will have icons on them. Like one will have a question mark. It will randomize like a certain thing you have to do in there. Like it may actually make it where you can't get hit for 30 seconds by an enemy. You'll find one that has a dice on the door, which will randomize it. Sometimes you'll have lava on the floor. Sometimes you'll have, all kinds of different little tweaks, because like I said, since each level is randomly generated, it can lead to some vast different levels each playthrough. Now, each level does have secrets in it, which are areas that are hidden in the walls that normally have an upgrade with it. There's always for either health, jump, or energy. You'll never find gun parts that way, but you'll find like nice little upgrades. Now, like I said, when you are building your guns, you must remember that the main barrel has to point forward, and each part that you combine will drain your energy faster. But you can build some super powered guns that will totally obliterate enemies with a charge hit, but it'll take a lot longer to recharge. Or you can choose to build guns that are super fast power, shooting, but don't have that much amount of damage to where it doesn't drain your power, to where you can fire more often as you're strafing and jumping around. Now, as you go through, you'll find certain item drops that will allow you to get even better weapons throughout your adventure. Rare item parts come in different colors. White is common, blue is rare parts, purple is epic parts, and yellow is the legendary parts. And naturally, legendary is kind of a bit harder to find. Now, there are different modes in this game, including a co-op mode and a nightmare mode. And along with that is, as you're progressing through this structure of this game, there'll be different side missions that will appear. One's called Coming Out of the Walls, where it's a nice play on the Alien thing, where you're in a bunch of air ducts with a flamethrower and you have to make it to the end without dying. Patrol has you going through a small area. Surplus is one of the ones I hate the most. It forces you to take certain weapon parts with you when you go through the mission. You don't have to use them. Once you get in there, you can swap them out if you find a store, but they make you, your spaces that where you can take your certain weapon parts with you. You want to take, you're forced to take the parts that they want you to have. Now, certain problems I have with this game are, hands down, the voiceovers and characters absolutely suck, are friggin' annoying. I find myself mashing the triangle button to get through them talking, because they never seem to shut up. Every couple minutes it's like, oh, this is your armory, you must level up, watch out. It's almost like, do a barrel roll, do a barrel roll. I mean, almost that damn annoying. It's very repetitive with the the characters constantly talking in your ear. And that is kind of a minor problem with it, because honestly, this game is roughly, give or take, about 5 to 7 hours long. It can take you a little shorter if you're really good at it, or a lot longer if you keep dying. But as you progress, you will keep gaining experience and get stronger, and progressively getting through the levels. And like I said, since they're randomly generated, sometimes you can go into a level and it's a piece of cake, and other times you'll go into a level and you will get your ass handed to you on a silver platter. And it can be kind of annoying, but if you at least understand the style of the way this game is, you can get used to it. And you figure for a length of 5 to 7 hours long, the price is only about $30, so it's not that bad of a price. So I can say, if you actually liked Tower of Guns, definitely go out and pick up Mothergunship. It will really scratch that itch of a good roguelike first-person shooter, especially, like I said, if you hated Tower of Guns, stay away from this game. You will not like it. But if you love Tower of Guns in terms of its challenge, the bullet hell aspect, the randomly generated levels, and the sheer just action of running like a nutcase, blowing things up and going to the next room to get new loot, you'll absolutely love this game. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog. I want to thank everyone who subscribes to my channel. I want to thank everyone who watches this video. Please hit that like button. That always helps my channel. Remember, I got 2 contests currently going on. One is my Epic Big Bucks contest that will end on September 17th. That's where I'm giving away 2 $500 Visa prepaid gift cards. And my other one is my Ultimate Silent Hill giveaway. That will end on October in Halloween at midnight. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember people, the devil is in the details. Peace out.